everybody, welcome to the ranch. So it's Noodle November and I am making a quick dinner tonight. We are having chicken bacon ranch pasta and that's what I'm making for this Noodle November collaboration. Make sure you go and check out all the great people that are part of this Noodle November collaboration. If you click down in the description box, you're gonna see everybody's there. You go look at all the great videos that are coming out, and there's gonna be some really wonderful things added to this collaboration. So go back and check out whoever already posted and come back and look at all the ones that are about to be posted. Now, this was supposed to be out yesterday, and I apologize. It has been insane around this house, but I am happy to say that I have a moment and I am making this great dinner for us. If you need a quick dinner, this is something you can put together that's good for you. Well, not really good for you, it's pasta, but whatever. It's a quick dinner that my kids love. Now, the only thing that I'm doing differently is I don't have any fresh chicken, and the frozen chicken's just gonna take a minute. So I don't have time for that right now. I'm trying to get things done and ready in a jiff. So I am using some canned meat. This is not actually canned chicken, this is canned rabbit. So I've got 3 quarts of the canned rabbit and I'm gonna use that as my chicken substitute. It's not gonna be a big deal. Nobody's really gonna know the difference, and once you get it on a plate, it's gonna look just as amazing as if it was chicken. So stick around and let's make some chicken bacon ranch pasta. Well, rabbit bacon ranch pasta. First things first, let me show you the ingredients that I'm using in this dish. You're gonna have some cheese. I like to use the Mexican blend because it just works for me. Get some meat. You're gonna need a pound or 2, just depends on how much meat your people like to eat. I'm using 3 of these jars because this is what I have, and this is easy for me to just put out, dump out, boop, into the jar. Into the skillet. I do have some of these. One of these is actually canned with the bones, so I'm gonna have to put it into a bowl and kind of go through it. You'll see. Stick with me. I'm also gonna need rotini. I like rotini. You can use shells. You can use whatever you want. But this is my pasta of choice. You're gonna need some milk, some sort of milk. I like almond milk. I use almond milk because it takes a little bit, cuts down on the dairy that's in this dish because there's quite a bit of cheese. You're gonna need bacon. I'm using bacon ends. This is what I have in my freezer, so I am using this. I'm gonna take it and cook that. I've got some ranch seasoning and I've got some flour here. So these are your ingredients. Recipe is gonna be listed. Check it out. It'll be in the description box if you wanna learn how to make this yourself. Now, in the meantime, while your baking is cooking behind you, you may want to do a couple other things. Let's take a pot and get it on the stove and go ahead and add the water so that you can boil those noodles. The minute that water starts to boil, throw those noodles in, and while that's going, let's dump out our chicken or our canned meat, our canned rabbit that we're doing this time. If you have fresh chicken or frozen chicken, what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna cut the chicken up and add it into that bacon grease and kind of fry it up in there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our already cooked canned rabbit and we're gonna add it to that in a second, but I wanna go through it and make sure there's no bones in it. So let's check this out. Let's do this together. Okay, so if you want to open up your jars, you can use a couple different things. I have this nifty tool, got it on Amazon. I'll put the link in my storefront. If you want to buy something else that's shop local, go online and go to 5V Farm. She's on Instagram, and I was able to get one of these custom lid openers. I love it, it's so cute, and it's a small family-owned business, so shop local when you can, but if you can't, go to Amazon and grab yourself one of these. I'm going to show you how both of them work. Simple, ready? You put it right here like this. You lift it up, boom. Now if you're a rebel and you reuse your lids, the lid isn't damaged. Same thing for this. You simply slide the, use my body weight and do it. There we go. And you haven't damaged the lid either on that one. I was so afraid I was gonna drop the jar. Okay, enough with the in there. That one right there. So I've got 3 jars of the meat. When you make this recipe, typically if you use 1 bag of pasta, you're going to use 1 pound of chicken, okay? So I kind of always eyeball everything, and because I usually make for a large family, it just looks different. So just go with it, okay? Just go with it. This is the way I live my life. I don't think I'm gonna need more meat than that. Nope, I think this is gonna be it. I think this is gonna be perfect. That right there. Now what we're gonna do is, while the meat's out, I've got it all situated. I think I'm only gonna need the 2 jars. I may just save the other jar and use it for a recipe this week. You can actually take the lid, pop it back on this jar, and put it in your refrigerator. I'm gonna use it for something else. But this is already cooked, so it's a lot easier to deal with now. And all I had to do was sort through it and make sure there was no bones in it. I can with bones sometimes just because it's easier for me. It's just easier, and it makes this great broth. And if the broth doesn't have any bones in it, you're good to go. So I can use it for some stuff. So we're gonna go over here in a second, and we're gonna go ahead and make the roux. Let's go. Pasta. You can't see it because it's on cinematic. There you go, right there. It is a great, easy meal. Thank you so much for coming along and watching me make this tonight. I hope you try it, and if you do, let me know. Now, obviously, not everyone has access to fresh rabbit meat, but you can definitely make it with chicken. It's easy to do. It's a quick meal, and if you have all these ingredients, you just throw them in the skillet. You can keep it into one pot, basically, minus the pasta, obviously, but it's definitely easy, hearty, warm meal that you can make on any weeknight. Hey, who likes being invited to Noodle November and great collaborations with a ton of wonderful other people? Farmers' wives do. I hope you'll join me again here soon. See ya. See if I can do it without dropping it. See if I can do it without dropping it. Ready? I'm gonna drop the jar. I know I'm gonna drop the jar. Ah, not strong enough. Okay, let's try it again. Ready? I'm gonna use my body weight and do it. There we go.